And it goes into the seed, you know.
It is
So
going into the seed because they try to
yeah.
say we're removing the hull, and with that, the pesticide is going bye-bye too. But you're saying no, it's penetrating because actually there was is it chloride that they add that actually makes it penetrate the glyphosate penetrate even
Oh,
deeper?
well, they add these additional adjuvants that make it, and surfactants that make the glyphosate much, much more toxic to the plants than it would otherwise be. And of course, that also makes it more toxic to us. And the really amazing thing to me is they don't need to show what its toxicity is in the context of the things that they add. They don't even have to tell us what those things are. So when you buy a product, you don't know what's in there. And they're putting stuff in there to make it more toxic to the plants, mostly to allow it to penetrate the cell membrane so that it can get into the cell and cause its damage. So it amazes me that the EPA thinks that's fine, that they should only, they actually have a policy that they should only test these chemicals in isolation. And then whatever tests are done by other people that are doing on the product, they dismiss those because that's not the chemical in isolation.
Yeah, and
And so
just to
it's
kind
just
of
very,
explain that a little bit, that's, because we've been talking about glyphosate, and glyphosate is this active ingredient that's in Roundup. And what you were just talking about, that along with glyphosate are all these other chemicals added to the Roundup product that are
mhm,
surfactants and
yes,
other chemicals that make it more
yeah,
toxic to the plant
oxalate,
and more permeable through the cell membrane.
yes,
And
and
they're
it's just shocking.
toxic.
It's shocking to me. They're toxic in and of themselves, and people have shown 1,000-fold more toxicity of the product compared to the individual isolated component. You know, people like Saralini have shown that. It's just amazing to me that the EPA thinks there's no problem with that scenario where you say, well, we tested it in isolation, it was fine, and therefore we can put whatever other things into the product and go ahead and release it on the naive public, you know, using us as guinea pigs, basically.